Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. Today, these two squads square off in a Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Kennesaw State Owls taking on the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Jacksonville State's offense has the ball first today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. Right on the money. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. He lets one fly deep. Pulls it in down the middle. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
And I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it. This offense comes out, gets the big completion way down the middle of the field.
He's got it. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Kennesaw State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him. Sometimes you play zone. Mix it up. Give different looks because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
They'll ride the hot hand. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Snagged in the middle, it's Wallace. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
The give on the option. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Creates a little room. There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football game.
They'll run the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Odom. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Bullock. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Right down the middle. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll keep it himself. And he rolls into the house. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. Looking for space. It's Cook. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Fires left. He's got it. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Good enough for a first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Offensive line has got to do a better job communicating, and they got to do a better job pre-snap seeing where this pressure is coming from. That DB was essentially telegraphing his blitz, and nobody picked him up.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cook. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Back to pass, it's Wimsatt. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
And a first down.
New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Baldwin. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Finds a little space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
He does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football game.
And the Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Using his feet to buy time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Looking for a man. It's Odom. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The short hands. It's Bullock. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
They weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Nestles it in at the 35. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. He's going for it all. Got it in stride at the 15. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. The give to the back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to pass, it's Odom. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bennett. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Gives it on the option. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Takes the handoff. It's Bennett. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Bennett. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Dropping back, it's Odom. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense obviously came into this game prepared for the quarterback run. Linebackers, DBs, they're keying on him and just waiting for him to pull that football, and you saw their ability to get hats to the ball quickly.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Looking deep. Makes a grab on the shot. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Catch in the middle, it's Petway. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They'll move the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And the Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Odo. Got his man in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Bryson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Finds his man. It's Rogers. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Got off the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to throw. It's Odom. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Oh, they're after him. Finds his man. It's Moss. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now first and 10 from the 40. Got it in the middle. It's Baldwin. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Gamecocks will snap it on first and 10. To throw, it's Wimsatt. Got it in the middle, it's Recksteiner. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down.
First down for the offense.
This will likely be the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you? And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by getting props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's head back to the guys at JSU Stadium.
And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And the Kennesaw State offense will take over. First and 10.
To the air, it's Odom. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Off play action. Fires to the middle. Finds space on the right. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the first down and more. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. He will be stopped just inches away after the catch and run.
Jacksonville State, 31.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Set to kick it off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. That's caught, it's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Gamecocks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Hard running there. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Trying to move them on the counter. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At the 46-yard line. Third down coming up.
And the Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Wallace. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Running back searching for a hole. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Odom. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Owls! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
PAT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Snagged in the middle. It's Recksteiner. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Takes it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looking to throw, it's Odom. Punts it out of the air. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the Stix. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he'll race it to the house. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Petway. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
He'll throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Looking to pass, it's Odom. Got a man, it's Bennett. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The play action fake. They get enough push, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides, but you got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Moss. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Rogers. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. With the catch, it's Moss. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. He'll keep it himself. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting into the ground.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding...
Scores on the sneak. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Trying play action. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3.
And makes the score. Jacksonville State, 38. Kennesaw State, 35.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Finding open areas. There he goes. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
Quarterback on the keeper. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
Yeah, when he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
That's reeled in. It's Reckstein. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Takes the handoff. It's Cook. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You could see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the Stix with the first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bullock. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So now it's 2nd and long. The inside handoff. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Scanning the field, it's Odom. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Man, you got to like these last two plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He leaves it with his back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Third down coming.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air. It's Odom. Under fire. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
That makes the score Jacksonville State 45. Kennesaw State, 42.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beaten. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
He'll do it himself. Find some fresh air. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Wimsatt. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
That's just 2 guys being on the same page, and they just dialed up a play that they feel so confident in. They know their quarterback and receiver can go out and execute in this juncture of the game, winning, needing that 3rd down to ice it. That was perfect.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes a knee.